On Friday, the 31st of May 2019, family members of Pastor Fred Romeo Adewunmi Obiaka, who was called to glory on the 17th of April 2019, organized a funeral service at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG Maranatha Church, Bagada. Pastor Fred Romeo Adewunmi Obiaka was born on the 4th of November 1958 into the Baptist family of late Pa Obiaka Ukpoma and late Mrs. Elizabeth Ubose in Agbo, Ika South local government area of Delta State, Nigeria. The funeral service began with a praise and worship session, after which the remains of Pastor Fred Obiaka, JP, was brought into the church by other pastors, which was a sign of respect for one of their own. The service formally started with the opening prayer said by Pastor Nailogo Edochie, after which daughter of the deceased, Tomisin Obiaka, took the first Bible reading from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12.
Therefore, let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. For those who sleep, sleep at night, and those who get drunk are drunk at night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and the helmet and hope of salvation. For God did not appoint to us wrath, but to obtain salvation through our Lord Jesus Christ, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. 11. Therefore comfort each other and edify one another, just as you also are doing. May the Lord bless the reading of his word.
Pastor Obioma Emenike later read the biography of the late Pastor Fred Obiaka. In the tribute session, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Pilgrims Commission, Reverend Tor Uja, spoke about the soft-minded and selfless nature of Pastor Fred Obiaka. Reverend Uja stated that his only regret was that he did not meet the late Pastor Fred Romeo Obiaka much earlier than he did. Reverend Tor Uja added that the late Pastor Fred Obiaka can never be caught off guard, as he was always on top of his game.
I really wish I had known him and started working with him several years before. First of all, on a spiritual angle, Fred was somebody who knew and believed in the Lord. I personally examine my life when I meet people of grace, people with exceptional qualities, people whose lives and words speak to me. Obiaka was a quiet person, as you all know. He was a peaceful person and always a calm person and almost always in control. But no matter what happened, you will not catch him off guard to say or do something wrong.
The tribute message from the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, was read by Pastor Ade Omokorede in the Sermon of the Day, titled When the Trumpet Sounds, delivered by Senior Pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Maranatha Church, Bagada, Pastor Shola Agumbiade. He said, "Life is short, especially when compared to eternity." The officiating minister enjoined all to make the best use of their time on earth, to make positive impact, adding that nobody should mourn or cry because Pastor Fred Obiaka has gone to rest.
What is going to happen to me when my time comes? Every one of us at one time or the other, we're going to stand lie inside that coffin. What is your attitude towards it? Are you afraid to go there? or you are preparing to go there? Are you afraid you don't want to leave because of your status and your money on earth? Or you are getting ready, like Paul says in 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 8. Starting from verse 7, he said, I'm going, I'm prepared, I'm ready. Are you ready? You better be ready. That is the message I brought to you today. What's going to happen behind the closed door? I know. The Bible says it to us. It's going to be assessment time. One by one, every one of us will go through assessment. If this whole auditorium is filled with people, the whole aisle filled with people, and if this roof comes down and kills all of us, 3,000 people in 1 second, when we get to heaven, every man will line up. One by one. We will not be treated as we came at the same time. Every man will stand before God Almighty to give an account of what he has done in life. Romans chapter 14 and verse 12. What happened when the cock crows?
The sermon ended with prayers conducted by Pastor Shola Agumbiade. Shortly after that was a quick prayer session for the Obiaka family, which was conducted by Pastor Yemi Lebi. Nigerian music legend Lady Onyeka Onwenu, in her tribute, eulogized her good friend, the late Fred Obiaka, stressing that Romeo, as she fondly called him, was a very dedicated servant of God who never got angry for once. She said he was an easygoing and well-determined individual. She ended by enjoining family members of the late Fred Obiaka not to cry or mourn, because the gentleman lived a wonderful life on earth and is resting with the Lord.
Our brother is at peace. He is at the feet of our Lord Jesus Christ. He has done his bit and he's home. When we cry for ourselves, really. Because if you give him an opportunity to come back, guess what? As much as he loved you, he's going to say no. Because where he is a much better place. I got to know him vicariously, not one-on-one, but through my sister and friend and colleague, Chief Mrs. Christy Essien Ibokwe. There are things that don't need to be said. You watch him, his sense of integrity, his commitment, his focus, the professionalism he brought to whatever he was doing. You did not need any other witness that Jesus Christ is in the life of this man. He took it to the very end. He never wavered. I'm so proud to have known him, to have associated with him. He was really a testimony for people like me.
To pay their last respects to the late Pastor Fred Romeo Adewunmi Obiaka, family members, friends, colleagues, associates, and members of the ushering department of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Maranatha Church, Bagada, rallied round the coffin to salute an icon and a mentor.
Pastors, ministers,
In a recorded clip, sons of the late Pastor Fred Obiaka, Mark George and Macmillian Obiaka, thanked the congregation for their support, after which the closing prayer was said by Pastor Said Ogunshola as the recessional hymn ended the funeral service. From Biscon Communications, it's farewell to Pastor Fred Romeo Adewunmi Obiaka.